Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers' offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy...
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Find some fresh air. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Illinois' offense will get the ball for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as the start of this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, and the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Best. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the outside to the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the tight end. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Running into the open. The band might as well start playing.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to
right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Best. They're setting up the screen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got it set up on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Turns it loose deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Davis will throw. Working that left side now. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got it. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, they're able to hit the corner as a defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Terry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Davis looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. So physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in, looking for space. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Davis will throw. Finds his man down the middle. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Davis looking to pass. Sends it downfield. Complete in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. First and 10 for the offense. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can... Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself.
He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown ball.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline. On 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
With the catch, it's Flanagan. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Davis looking to pass. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Best. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David.
He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this. receiver in his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Wide open downfield. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't 7 for their field goal.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Davis will throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Down continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out fast.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on a lot of. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes the grab. It's Flanagan. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Davis will throw. On target. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. How about this? That's catch number 300 in his career.
And it doesn't matter who's been playing quarterback in this offense. Who's ever pulling the trigger, they know this guy is dependable. 300 catches, David, that is a lot.
Just unreal consistency. Over 300 catches. That is unbelievably amazing. The consistency, the work, the toughness, the durability. This dude's done it all.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on the money. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Wideout trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man. Yeah,
and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Davis will throw. He fires to the left side. He's got an open man. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.